Yeah, just a little bit that way. Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Start to look this way. Yo, this way. Look this way. Just look this way. Yo, just look this way for a second. Just look this way.
Here for 2 seconds.
Alright, I got my shot.
Okay.
I got the pad.
So let's do the wide.
Do you want the photo just to go here? Have the-
Did you want a baby tip?
Hello, is it working? Okay. 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 Is that fine? 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, Mark. You might want to skip a shot right in your face.
CBC is just getting set up here, right? Okay, you want to wait for her?
Okay. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming. Toronto has a huge housing crisis, quantity and quality. And we need to elect a mayor and council that will act. Because the reality is that the last 8 years have been a huge failure on affordable housing. The housing program now has not even one shovel on the ground. We've had an administration for over 8 years, complete failure on affordable housing. Last week I was talking with some firefighters of Toronto, and I was talking with them, and then at the end I said, oh, remember, October 24th, say, sorry Tory, Gil is in. And they said, we like you, we wish we could vote for you, but we don't live in Toronto because we cannot afford to live in Toronto. Toronto cannot be a good city when the firefighters and the police and the teachers and the nurses and people that have low wages cannot afford to live. We will change that in a Toronto for everyone. I have 4 basic pillars. First, public lands. There is no better opportunity to do housing, affordable and deep affordable, than in public lands. Unfortunately, the current administration has been planning, not doing because they're not doing anything, planning on market rate housing and affordable, and almost nothing deep affordable. On the public lands, it's going to be 100% affordable and deep affordable, 100%. Also, we are going to allow development on public lands, that we are going to open up places for up to 100,000 units. We are going to work with 3 levels of government. Everything that is public that we can densify, we should. The LCBOs of 2 stories, the libraries, the Canada Post, everything that is public. We are in a housing crisis, we need to densify. Second, one that I'm very, very excited is the renovation revolution. Renovation revolution, because this can be done very fast and very inexpensive. We are going to end with the exclusionary zoning citywide, everywhere. We're going to allow the homeowners as a right to renovate their homes and to create up to 6 units. This is going to be as a right. We are going to allow also as a right to do 3 or 4 floors. So on neighborhoods that are mostly 1 story, they can do up to 3. On neighborhoods that are 2 or 3 stories, they can do up to 4. But nothing more. We are also going to respect the neighborhoods and the neighborhoods, and also because we have plenty of areas. So we are going to end exclusionary zoning with this. We're going to leverage money from the federal, money from the National Housing Strategy, so that we can provide loans. And all of this, when anybody wants to split their home in 3, 4, 5 units, there will be 0 fees, no fees. The City Hall is charging huge fees. Also development charging. No, we're going to eliminate all of this. Also, we are creating a one-stop shop at City Hall, so that anybody that wants to divide their house, they can come to one office and get all of the answers, ideas on how to design, how to fund it, the legal issues, everything. One-stop shop for everything. So I think that is going to be one of the most exciting. Also, why is this so exciting? Because everybody wins. The homeowners, many are even empty nesters. They want an AG place, but they have a big house which is having a lot of expenses. Well, if they divide it up in 4 units, all of a sudden they can live in 1 and rent out the other 3. When they rent out the other 3, 1 at affordable rate, 2 at market rate. All of a sudden this person is going to be getting money. What are they going to do with that money? They are going to spend it in the local economy, in the restaurants, in the fruits, in flowers, and so on. So it's great for the owners. 2, who's going to do the renovations? Thousands and thousands of small and medium-sized contractors. So that the small and medium-sized create very intensive labor. So that's going to be great. So good for homeowners, good for small and medium-sized contractors. And 3, the renters. The renters are going to be able to have, in the very short term, are going to have units in all neighborhoods across Toronto, in all of the neighborhoods, because anybody, anywhere, we are ending with the exclusionary zoning, and we're providing inclusionary zoning everywhere. The third bucket are the transit corridors. The transit corridors are divided up in 2. One is where we have the rapid transit, subways of LRT. Where we have subways of LRT, we're gonna have taller buildings, and also the buildings are gonna go 2 blocks deep, 200 meters deep. Whenever is local buses or local streetcars, then it's only on front and it's gonna be lower buildings. But all of them, regardless of the size, is gonna be mid-size, and all of them are gonna be very simple. Street level is gonna be commercial, then it's gonna be housing. There will not be any parking requirement, and if they wanna do parking, they can do it underground or behind, nothing in front. So we are gonna make all of this very, very simple, and we are gonna allow people, so we wanna end the fights. There is so much conflict in the city around housing, NIMBYs and YIMBYs, and not because the rules are very complicated. When you are gonna do something, you need to have lawyers and finance people and experts and everybody. No, here it's gonna be very simple. Anybody in the city will be able to understand. Inside the neighborhood, the houses, 3 units, wherever there is only one floor. 4 units if the neighborhood is 2 or 3 stories. Very simple. No 8 stories, no 10 stories. There's not going to be any changes because a developer knows the councilor and the councilor knows the staff. No, nothing. No negotiations, no changes. Very simple. On arterials, it's going to be basically the width of the road. If the road has 30 meters wide, 30 meters tall. If it has 40, then 40. So we are going to end up seeing in small transit areas like Davenport, they might be 6 stories. And they can be also done in wood. When it's wide, such as Eglinton or Lawrence, then it's going to be 10 or 12 stories. But it's not going to be more than that, so it's humane density. And this is as a right. When it's as a right, it saves the developers 3 to 4 years of bureaucratic and money and expenses. This is going to be as a right. And finally, the fourth bucket is we are going to have the power centers or shopping centers. We have about 30 of them, big ones in Toronto. We are going to be able to develop them, but those are not as a right. We need to master plan each one of those by about 700 meters by 700 meters the area, and then, but not building by building, because today they're applying one by one. No, then you create a Frankenstein. We need to do a master planning of the whole area of each one of those 30 shopping centers. We also, 3 more things very short. We want to end real estate speculation. So we're going to increase the land transfer tax when the purchase is not for a primary residence. We are going to double the vacant home tax. We have a housing crisis. We cannot have vacant homes. We're going to work with the provincial government to extend the foreign buyers tax also to local speculators because they have the same negative impact. And fourth, we're going to legalize the multi-tenant homes. Multi-tenant homes. It's incredible that after 8 years, the Tory administration has not even been able to do this. In the first 100 days, we are going to legalize the multi-tenant homes. And we are going to promote it because we have lots of students and we have transitory workers and we have a lot of people that need those units. So that is going to be actively promoted and legalized. Then we are also going to create a position of city architect. We're going to create the city architect that is outside of the urban planning department. The city architect is going to help us beautify the city. He's going to advise the mayor, he's going to advise councils, but he's also going to advise citizens, universities, parks, people on how to make things that are really beautiful. When we are allowing so much housing as a right, it's really good to have someone to provide advice on how to make it really, really beautiful. Beautiful street furniture, beautiful parks, beautiful 5, 6, 8-story buildings, beautiful renovations of homes. So this is basically something that is going to be totally different than what has been done in the last 8 years. Completely different. We are in a housing crisis, not only of quantity, but also quality. We need to create walkable neighborhoods where people will want to live and where anybody will be able to live many, many years, living older, healthier, and happier. So if these are the basic points. If anybody has any questions, yes.
How would you do that?
Oh, yeah. I'll
Yeah, we're going to end that conflict because the conflict comes out of of the rule. If you go to a neighborhood and you find that in the same street they put an 8-story building, on the other one they put a 2, so everybody, no one knows what's going on. So there are clear rules. If the people live in the neighborhoods and they are assured that there will be not be 10-story building in the middle of the neighborhood, then they can relax. Also, they will know that on the arterial that goes on the main street that goes by that neighborhood, the height is going to be the width of the road. So if it's 40 meters, it's going to be 40 meters. If it's 30, it's going to be 30. So they will not come up with any surprises that all of a sudden a developer, friend of a council, or friend of someone else sets up a 20. So I think that the rules today are so complicated that no one understands it. When everybody, I want the citizens to be activists. I want the citizens to really fight to have a city that is good quality for everybody. Yes.
Just on the sidewalk over there, okay?
Okay, it's okay. Now let's a couple of other questions. It's fine.
Just send it here.
But on the
We can just move our mic stand back
Okay.
there.
She's coming from the UK. She's saying that the stories are horrible. That is the city falling apart. Because when is the city falling apart?
Hey, Gil, sorry about that. Yeah,
And the sign can stay?
the sign, no, it has to go. You guys require permit in order.
Yeah, but Tory doesn't give permits to the competition.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay. Well, you got the contact if you want. I'm sorry about that.
No, but it's totally okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Where is it?